They say land is the last thing a man owns, but in my family, land was the first thing to take us, long before the snakes came, before the stone was struck. My mother warned me. I was 10 when she died. Lying weak, her hand cold in mine, she whispered, "Your brothers will fight over this soil, but they have forgotten what sleeps beneath it. There is a stone in the west, carved with the serpent that eats itself. Never let them build there. That land remembers blood." I swore I would remember, but years passed. Graves filled, and the ones who listened were buried with the truth. I was there when my father's will was read, but not among the chairs. Women weren't welcome where power sat. I stood at the edge behind the elders, firstborn of Chief Ekundayo, caretaker of his breath, but they saw only a daughter. The lawyer read, "To my eldest Kola, the eastern fields rich with yam and oil. To Tunji, the livestock, the house, and the grain stores. To Dio, the western plot, untouched land, sacred ground." My spine stiffened. The western plot, the one mother warned me never to forget. Elder Tolu, a voice of reason, raised a hand. And for his daughter, Nyaniso, who kept vigil in his final nights. Kola, proud and bitter, didn't even blink. Her husband will provide. A woman's inheritance is her marriage. And the courtyard laughed. Even Tunji, the gentle one, chuckled nervously. Dio said nothing, just smiled the smile of a man who had already imagined his mansion. I stepped forward, calm. "My father once told me a story about that western land," I said. "He warned me, something sleeps beneath it. It should not be disturbed." Kola scoffed. "Your stories are not needed here. Go plant them with the other women." And so I left, but I left with the memory of a mother's warning. And the land, it had memory too. That night they broke the ground. Men sang, women danced. Dio led the digging, eager to raise his palace, until his shovel hit stone, a round black rock, etched with a serpent swallowing itself. "Just a rock," Dio shrugged. "Toss it aside." And they did, but from the hole slithered a single black snake, silent, watching, then gone. The ground pulsed just once, but no one felt it, except the trees. The curse did not roar, it whispered first. Night 1. Kola woke to a cold breath on his neck. A snake coiled on his pillow, hissing softly. He crushed it in panic, didn't sleep after that. Night 2. Tunji found the granary infested, grain rotting, chickens missing, one goat with bite marks on its eyes. Night 3. Dio didn't wake up. His hut was empty by dawn. No screams, no blood, just his robe outside, and 100 shed skins inside. The land had taken its due. Panic swept the village. What sleeps beneath the western plot? Wasn't there a warning? Didn't the daughter speak? And so Kola came to me. He knelt, dust in his beard, a trembling child in his arms. "You were right. The snakes, they won't stop. The land is cursed." I didn't answer, not yet. At dawn, I walked the cursed soil, white robe, bare feet, carrying my mother's staff, carved with the serpent eye. The villagers followed in silence. Kola wept behind them. "Please," he begged, "save us." I faced the blackened stone, raised the staff, and spoke not as a daughter, but as the heir of the warning. You dug where silence should sleep. You mocked the stories and buried the memory. This debt is paid. Sleep now. I struck the stone once. The wind stopped. Twice the trees froze. A third time. The earth exhaled. Then they came. From cracks, from wells, from shadows. Hundreds of snakes, moving as one, slithering back into the wound in the land. Gone. The silence afterward felt like thunder. Kola collapsed in relief. "Thank you," he gasped. "The land is safe." I turned. I did not save the land for you. I calmed its rage. But you have already been judged. His eyes widened. No seed you plant will ever rise. No fruit will ripen in your name. The land is closed to you, and every son born from your blood. This soil belongs to my daughter now, the child of the one you cast aside. He reached for the dirt, but it would not take him. Only the wind touched his hand, and I walked away. They laughed when I warned them. They erased my name from the will. But the land remembers, and now the village remembers me.